3 games today in Detroit City, the Detroit City universe. I'm here in Brighton covering the 2 team who just got done with a 4-1 victory over Detroit Metro FC. The women, Steve's going to tell you a little about them right now.
Steve Polysevic here at Keyworth Stadium at nearby the shopping crates or shipping crates here. Detroit City, I gotta say that was a really good, nerve-wracking game against Kalamazoo FC. First half was once again one of those crazy filling out projects. Hamtramck did show up early, saving some, let's say, easy saves, and Detroit City, they had a couple good opportunities in the first half, couple of heaters towards goal, but went over the net. But let me tell you, Allison Lapoint was on her head all night. If I could get my notes out. Here we go. Allison Lapoint was totally on point all night long. I have to read my notes. She had a beautiful save in the 64th minute, which was a really great save. Kept Detroit City all night long. But, dude, the good point was that goal. 69th minute, Ella Karosklak scored in a really good goal on a really good spot. That was her first goal of the season, first goal as a member of the Detroit City FC women's team, and scored in the 69th minute. And incidentally, it almost got away from Allison Lapoint. There was one point in the game, defense was going on. Kalamazoo was about to go in for goal, hoping to score, but this goal scorer hit on the side of the net. That was really scary, but like I said, the ladies stood strong, hold on, and as you probably know, they won. They got 3 great points, and that was all 0. The final score, Detroit City FC 1, Kalamazoo FC 0, gaining 3 points. And Allison Lapoint got to be tired there. Actually, we did talk to her after the match. Let's hear what she had to say about that great win versus Kalamazoo FC. Let's go there right now. And I'm here with the hot goalie of the minute for our team, Allison Lapoint. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That was another great game, but it was a very tough game. The Kalamazoo girls threw everything at you except for the kitchen sink. How do you keep your composure? You know what I mean? The girls backed you up a lot today.
Yeah, honestly, I rely on my team a lot to, keep my composure, keep calm. But, when the time comes, you got to make the saves, and then, they'll help me out on rebounds and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a team game, it's a team sport, and I think we play best just like that. So.
Well, you had some easy shots that kept you in the game until Ellie scored that goal in the 69th minute. But you had a lot of scare. One of them, you almost got in. She went around you and almost scored, but it went on the side of the net next to your best buddy, the post.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's a tactic to go and go close them down so they take a heavy touch and go around you. So I'll say that's what that was.
I know, and this ladies team have rebound. You came in the game 2. It was a draw against FD Union Macomb, and this is the 3rd straight win. What does this set? The composure before you could say, we're going to pour it on.
Yeah. I mean, we started the season off with a loss, but I think you can only go up from there. So I feel like we've only been going up, and we'll just continue to go up from here. We learn from our mistakes, and I think that's what makes us a great team.
I know. Well, you're a really great goaltender. The girls have been showing up. Hannah Crom, my partner on Saturday Night Madcat, loves Sophie Romaine. She's been a great help, mostly on the midfield, and to keep you in the game and make sure,
Oh yeah, for
something
sure.
like that.
Yeah, Hannah and two extremely talented players. I nothing but great things to say about both of them. So.
I know. I interviewed Hannah, and she's a joy to talk for. And she keep her composure. She looked like back in junior soccer, jumping up and down and all that.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Well, we're halfway done with the season. We're almost done with the home season. The next game will be Ann Arbor in 2 weeks. You have a game next week against FC Union Macomb, the return matchup in Romeo. How are you going to prepare for the world game there?
I mean, we got practice on Monday. That's how we're preparing, and then just coming out in the same way we did the first time. We got a clean sheet 0-0 that game.
I know.
And just we'll learn from that and finish those opportunities this time.
I know. Fourth clean sheet for this goaltender here. Allison Lapoint, thank you very much. Go celebrate the girls,
Thanks.
and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yep.
With Detroit victory, FC victory over Kalamazoo, they are now 3 points behind AFC Ann Arbor. AFC Ann Arbor have 13 points. Detroit City have 10, halfway there in the season. Midwestern United, the team we beat last week, 8 points. They're going to be playing midweek against Toledo Villa. AFC Ann Arbor, next game will be against the same Kalamazoo FC team. Detroit City, next game will also be in the midweek versus FC Union Macomb. You can see that game on the NBC Sports Engine. And yes, we have one more home game against Ann Arbor, AFC Ann Arbor, the return game. So it's going to be fun. Well, that is it from Keyworth Stadium. They have now put away all the advertisements, so I have to get out of here. So with that, back to Madcat in beautiful Brighton, Michigan.
Well, needless to say, it was not a good night down in Pittsburgh for Detroit City FC. They just couldn't seem to get things going whatsoever offensively. In fact, in the first half of play tonight at Highmark Stadium, they registered zero shots on goal, despite having possession in the first half. But it was Pittsburgh took it to them, basically. 37 minutes of play. Perrin Barnes gets his first goal of the year and puts Pittsburgh on the board early on in the match. And describing that play in general, looking at the actual highlights here from Pittsburgh, it was just a play developed from the middle. Header right past Herrera, and that gave Pittsburgh the 1-0 lead. Then in the 66th minute of play, Detroit City just had a couple subs go into the game. Connor Rutz and Jordan Adebayo-Smith for Guanzati and Darren Smith, coincidentally. Just another thing of, well, let's give a ball up back in the midfield once again. Pittsburgh pushing down forward towards their Detroit City end of the pitch, and Robbie Mertz on his can got it in the net nonetheless, rocks the baby to sleep, and Detroit City falls to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds by a score of 2-0. And not a good night for Detroit City whatsoever. Not a good night. Looking at the stats, one total shot all night long for Detroit City SC.
That's all. We got one goddamn
Shot.
You can't say goddamn on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
They dominated possession at 56%. They had fewer fouls committed towards them, despite Michael Bryant getting a yellow card in the first half of play. only one corner kick per side tonight. So, I mean, the set pieces were not there tonight for either side. But the main thing here is Pittsburgh outshot Detroit by a margin of 10-1, 5 shots on target, 2 big chances for Pittsburgh. And it was just not Detroit City's night tonight again. And it's been, how can you say what's been going on with Detroit? How can you explain what's been going on with Detroit City FC as of late? So it another dismal performance tonight. Currently, right now in the championship, looking at the division right now, they're still sitting in 5th, 17 points, 3 points behind North Carolina FC, who won the other night in Cary. Or not in Cary, because the TST is going on in Cary, over in Hartford at Trinity Health Stadium, and a late goal there. We'll explain that coming up in Around the Sea. But like I said, a very, very disappointing night for Detroit City FC again. And now that the task doesn't get any easier, next week they go to Loudoun to take on Loudoun United side that is on a roll right now, and they are firmly putting themselves as one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference right now. So it's not going to be an easy task for the boys in Rouge on Saturday night over in Loudoun. So we'll be at the clubhouse for that one. Steve and I will, and we'll break that down and try to figure out what the heck's going on with the Detroit City men. Meanwhile, let's check out all the other scores that are happening around the sea. And we got an interview with coach of Detroit City FC's 2 side, who came away with a big victory tonight at here at the Legacy Center, a 4-1 victory, as I mentioned in the opening. Before throwing it to Steve over at Keyworth. And let's just say, I mean, a great win tonight. Brad Dunwell joins us after we go around the...
Plenty of space, likewise for Aiden Quinn on the turn. Out the other side come Indy. An early serve behind a Mo. Blake couldn't get a foot on it. Cam Lindley flying on, scores. What a goal from Cam Lindley inside the game's first 4 minutes. The visitors have an early lead.
They work the perimeter. Now Washington served in, headed, and a goal. And North Carolina takes the lead. Their 3rd stoppage time goal of the year.
Dolabella
to aim at in the area. Low driver. It sits up. It's struck. It's in. Moses Nyman parts the crowd and puts his side on level terms. 1-1.
From the free kick, oh, it squeezes through, and it goes all the way in from Sebastian Blanco. And Miami's persistence at the start of the second half pays off.
Penn Station to give you a free sub with the purchase of another. The offer is valid the following day after a win. Head to any participating Louisville area Penn Station location. Here's a chance for Lou City, and they get a second goal in the 16th minute. Ray Serrano and the undefeated Louisville City are flying.
It's now on SeatGeek if you haven't already. One always a party. Max looking to play a ball in, and that is dangerous. It's deflected in, and an own goal from Kalen Ryden levels things up here. Dismay on the face of Dennis Sanchez.
Test in San Antonio here with a lot of space. Paredes right past Brewer. Paredes into the box. The cutback. Paredes looking for 2. Great save. The rebound. San Antonio with a 3rd and a 3-0 lead. Jorge Hernandez with his 7th of the season.
Danger not fully cleared as Skierce goes and collects. Skierce into Akello. Akello crosses Formella. Formella! Darius Formella, 1-0 Phoenix.
Soyberg, couple of goals on the season. This could be a big one. Anton Soyberg! Monterey Bandyweights!
Ella viene por ahí y nunca llega sola. Ella nunca llega sola. Todos los bandidos.
Just the pressure he applies, but it's his hold-up play, it's his ability to score goals, and here go Tulsa.
Beautifully, Paul. Elbecker has been able to put it through. A sensational back and forth. And the visitors able to strike in the 10th minute. And the Delaware native has got the road team.
All right, we are with Coach Brad Dunwell. I don't know his legacy number. I'm going to look it up and put it on the graphic here. But he's faced Detroit City. He's played for Detroit City. And now he is coaching for Detroit City. And big win tonight over Detroit Metro FC, moving to first place in the division. This is a great team.
Yeah, very happy with how the group's come together. Yeah, they're winning games, just became top of the league. So group morale, group vibes are very, very high. So we'll just look to continue to maintain that. And reality of soccer in America, right, it's all about playoffs. So top four make it in. Yeah, we're happy to be top of the league, maybe get a regular season championship, whatever that's worth. But it's going to be all about playoffs around the corner.
Now, tell me more about this two team. Is it mainly just college players, academy players? What makes up this club?
Right, yeah, it's a big range. We have a variety of MLS Next guys in the ballpark of 18, 19 years old, about to go off to college, a variety of young college players themselves, and then a few that are maybe a year or two out, haven't found success in the MLS draft or whatever their pathway takes them. Also a home for some players that are kind of in that stage of their development as well.
Who do you see as your big time player on this club so far this year?
Right. Very proud of the guys. Everyone really embraces their role and does it well. And that's what allows us to be successful as a group. So yeah, I think Mono is probably our most dynamic player and has held his own quite well in the first team sessions. So yeah, he's obviously one, but there's many, many others right in line with him. Francis has been really reliable through the back. Our midfielders are steady, sharp, doing exactly what we demand of them. So yeah, the list could go on, but yeah, we're very happy with a lot of them as individuals and how they shape into the collective.
Now, this is, like a lot of people say, this is a pathway to becoming professional. And like I said, a lot of academy players, a lot of college players amongst this league and all that stuff. The route that you guys are going, as far as it's UPSL, and I see a lot of like two teams, branching out to like USL2 or whatever it is, and developing the talent that way. Now, do you see that UPSL is I don't know, how easy is the route here?
Yeah, there's obviously just a variety of semi-professional type of leagues. USL2 is very high quality. I think UPSL, you get maybe a bigger variety and maybe less consistency of quality, but there are some very, very strong teams that definitely can challenge us, and we like to challenge as much as we can. So yeah, happy in UPSL, and I think it's a good level to challenge ourselves and get some high quality games in.
A lot of regional teams here, especially in the state of Michigan, Detroit Metro being one of them, and then the team that you're battling up top in the division is also Detroit-based as well. So it's a lot of local variety in this conference.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting thing to play the same club multiple times. It helps to some degree to get familiar with each other, how they play, their individual players, and it makes it interesting as well. You have a bad result, you definitely look forward to having that second chance.
And then the other thing, that, especially with these summer league teams, is availability and all that stuff. If should you guys move on to like the playoffs and whatnot, is that going to be an issue? You don't want that to be an issue going forward, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a very difficult thing to manage. With a lot of guys will head off to their college environments, or even MLS next playoffs. Like we have a variety of Michigan Wolves, Michigan Jags groups have made it out of their playoff group. So a huge credit to those guys doing really well. But yeah, we just play the best of what we have and do the best of what we have, and it's been working for us, to be honest.
Best 18 on the pitch every chance you get, just like in the USLW squad.
Absolutely, yeah. David's doing a great job with them, and yeah, it continues to be an exciting thing to follow.
And that was one thing tonight, the 1-0 victory, a big 1-0 victory against Kalamazoo over at Keyworth Stadium. We won't talk about the men. We'll be doing that in a few minutes. But other than that, I mean, a great performance tonight by you guys, and best of luck going forward, and hope to see a couple of those guys coming up in the friendly in a couple weeks over at Keyworth.
Right, yeah. Going to be Danny Trevor's decision, but yeah, we just hope to have them as ready as they possibly can.
Good talking to you, Brad.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us. Our thanks to Coach Dunwell for that interview, and of course the DCFC2 team coming along just fine. And by the way, that one goal tonight that took place at Keyworth by Ella Kerouac puts a, let's see here, we'll take a look at that Prideraiser coming up here. Over $1,200 raised thus far per goal for Detroit City FC's Prideraiser in 2025, and you can donate to the Prideraiser. Just scan those barcodes on the screen right there. The one on the left of me is for the pledge per goal. The one on the right is a one-time pledge that you can make to Ruth Ellis Center. For more information on Prideraiser, go to prideraiser.org, and it'll hook you up with Detroit City's Prideraiser. Great cause that we do every year, and over $250,000 has been raised thus far for the Ruth Ellis Center. Let's make it a little bit more, especially in these hard times right now, for the LGBTQ community and their allies, that's for sure. And like I said, Detroit City FC, the song by Meatloaf known as 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The third one was pretty bad. The other two turned out all right tonight. Detroit City's women with the 1-0 victory to keep pace with Kalamazoo with Ann Arbor, or AFC Ann Arbor, in the race for the top spot in the Great Lakes Division. Detroit City FC 2 with the 4-1 victory here at Legacy Center to keep pace in their playoff hunt in the UPSL's Midwest East Division. But things need to be worked out over in the Detroit City men's locker room at this time, and hopefully they can get their stride back together next week over in Loudoun. As for us, we will be in Romeo coming up this Wednesday. Detroit City's women taking on Union FC Macomb. And of course, Kalamazoo's traveling to Ann Arbor that night to take on AFC Ann Arbor. So a couple big games on tap for Wednesday night. We'll keep track. We'll try to do the best. We'll definitely keep track of the one. I'll be in Romeo for that one, but definitely try to keep tabs on the other one as well. As we're getting down to the nitty gritty in that USLW Great Lakes division, where it's only one team can make the playoffs as per the Central Conference this year. So we'll see you in Romeo coming up on Wednesday night. Until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.